Okay, now we're going to use gap set force on an outward swinging door. So remember, when we approach the door, the very first step is to create a gap. On this door prop, you can see that there's already a large gap there, so I can skip the gap step. But if I needed to create a gap there, what I would do is I'd use the adze of the Halligan. I would insert the adze into whatever small gap that I do have, and by camming up and down, I would create a larger gap. It's just like using a adze in AutoX to create a purchase point to insert the tips of the spreaders. It's the same concept, although in Forcible Entry referring to it as a gap. Okay, so we've already got the gap, so I'm going to move to the next step, which is set. So remember, on an outward swinging door, we're trying to use the fork or the claw to wrap the door itself. So I'm going to have my partner come and hit for me. So again, I'm going to, because I've already gapped, next I'm going to set. So I'm going to place the tips of my claw in. I'm going to assume a safe position, keep my elbow and my hands away from my striker. And again, my eyes are on the tips of my fork the entire time. So my objective is to guide the tips of the fork or claw around the door. I want to set that tool deep enough to ensure that I've wrapped the door and avoid driving the tips of the claw into the doorstop. So as I have my partner hit me, I am making adjustments to make sure that I don't drive it into the doorstop. So, partner, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. Ready? Okay. Hit. 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 Okay, stop right there for a second. Now, once I know that the tips of my claw have passed the stop, and I know I'm not going to jam them into the stop, I can ask my partner to drive. And drive just simply means hit continuously without stopping. Okay, it doesn't mean hit really fast. It just means keep hitting. Don't stop until I say stop. So, you ready, partner?
Yes, sir.
Okay, drive. Stop. So, another trick to knowing if I'm deep enough is I can use the crotch of the claw right there. Once I see the crotch of the claw is getting close to the door, I know that I must have the tips already past or around the door. Again, outward swinging door and wrapping the door. So at this point, I've done the gap, I've done the set, and now the only thing left to do is force. When you're forcing, you can pull the tool or you can push the tool. If I pull from this side, I can pull, or I can push the tool from this side. Either one, pushing or pulling, is safe and it's effective and it's okay to do. Whichever one, make sure you have an athletic stance, make sure you have a good grip on the tool, and always be in a nice controlled manner. Okay, you got to put a lot of force on it, but be under control. So I'm going to try to force the door. Okay, so I've breached the door, but I'm not clearing, and I don't want to jerk the tool. So what I can do now is I can actually flip the tool around. I can again insert my adze in the gap, and I can again use a camming technique right here. If you want to come around that side, take a look. I can use a camming technique again right here to cam downward to try to put some more hurt on it, or I can just use the prying motion. Okay, so the dowel's hanging on really well, so at this point I need a little more horsepower. So partner, if you come in here, one of the things we can do, as long as we know that our technique is right, which this is right, we just need a little more muscle. So partner, you're gonna pull, I'm gonna push, okay? Nice and controlled. Are you ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3. Okay. And we breach the door. So we cleared the door.